Hi, my name is Sophia Glinoga, and I'm presenting on the model minority myth. So I picked this because I've had some personal experiences with this, and also to correct some misperceptions about the myth itself. So oftentimes it's perceived as something positive because, it says that Asians are really good at math, science, school. They always, get to the top of whatever it is. But sometimes that's actually a negative. There's a lot of negative effects that happen to the individual within the group. So the first thing to know is that the model minority myth actually erases the individuality of the members, like I previously mentioned. It distorts and simplifies the experiences of Asian Americans. The stereotype causes stress and anxiety because of the high expectations and the high standards that people and the pressure that people are put under to reach sometimes unrealistic expectations. The model minority myth also actually hides racism towards Asian Americans, and that is because the myth makes it seem like there are positive perceptions about this particular group, when in reality, there are still discriminations against the people or these people, and it just gets overlooked. It downplays the impact of racism and discrimination towards other people of color as well. The model minority myth actually drives a wedge between Asians and other minority groups because this myth sometimes is applied to them, and then, so all of a sudden their expectations of them are raised, and then people's individual experiences and backgrounds aren't taken into account. And not all Asians score the same. And so there's great diversity within the group, and it consists of different nationalities and different cultures and different backgrounds. Number 8 is that the myth causes individual students to be overlooked in a classroom because it's assumed that this particular student is good at whatever is being taught, or that they will reach high grades or get good scores without much effort, when in reality, they have to work just as hard, and sometimes, they have issues and problems too, but they're too afraid not to ask. Number 9 is that Asian Americans have the highest income gap of any racial group. So that whatever Asians do end up at the top of that scale, because they're seen at the top, oftentimes people at the bottom are overlooked, when in reality, Asians are all over that spectrum. And the last thing is that mental health issues are not given a priority because the stereotype makes it seem as if, they're perfect and there's no room for error, when in reality, people do need help sometimes. So not to say that mental health issues aren't error, but it's something that's important and needs to be addressed within or with each individual person. Thank you.